Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some 1961 Braves baseball. We got the Milwaukee Braves traveling to the Cincinnati Reds. Let's take a look at here the lineup for the visiting Braves. You got Lee May leading off playing right field. Batting second, playing shortstop is Roy McMillan. Batting third, playing third, Eddie Matthews. Batting fourth, playing center is Hank Aaron. Batting fifth, playing second is Frank Boland. Batting sixth, playing first is Joe Adcock. Playing left and batting seventh is Frank Thomas. Behind the plate doing the catching is Charlie Lowe. And on the mound doing the pitching for the Braves, batting ninth is Don Nobert. Let's take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup. And we got leading off playing second Don Blasingame. Playing center field, batting second is Vada Penson. Batting third, playing right field, Gus Bell. Playing left field and batting fourth is Frank Robinson. Playing first, batting fifth is Coleman. And over at the hot corner at third base, batting sixth is Gene Freeze. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Eddie Casco. Behind the plate doing the catching is Bob Smith. And on the mound for the Cincinnati Reds, batting ninth is Ken Hunt. Let's go down to the field, folks, and get this game started. Alrighty, folks, we're ready for the first pitch here in Cincinnati, Ohio. And here's the pitch to Lee May. And he wraps that into right field for a single. Nice piece of hitting by May. Get the leadoff batter on. And that'll be Roy McMillan playing short here. And a 32. That ball's going to be hit down the second. He tosses it over to Klasko. But that'll be it. They can't turn two. But they get the lead runner. Mac on at first for Eddie Matthews with one out. And Eddie's going to lace that ball into right field. And Roy's going to end up at third. Going to have first and third here for Mr. Aaron. Alrighty. Here's the pitch to Hank Aaron. And they're just starting to pound this ball in the submission in the left field. Now to score Roy, and Eddie will stop at second. So Hank picks up a RBI, and the Braves are on the board. It's 1-0. Still only one out now with first and second. See if the Braves can add some more here. Frank Boland up now. And he singles in the left field. And Matthews is going to score. And Aaron's going to stop at second. Braves keep the merry-go-round going, folks. And now it's 2-0 with Cincinnati hasn't even batted yet. Here comes Joe Adcock up now with first and second. And they walk Joe. Bases are jammed now. Only one out here in the first. That brings up Frank Thomas. Can he bust this game open here in the first? And he walks him. Jeez, Pete walks in a run. Brings up Charlie. Not who you want to see up the bat if you're a Braves fan. Charlie's only hitting 079 on the season. Here's the pitch to Charlie as we drop the dice for the first time to get this started. And look at this. Even Charlie's trying to get into the hit parade here. But he hits that ball in the left field. But it's deep enough to score bowling. So he gets a sacrifice fly out of this. So there's 2 outs now, first and second. And the Braves are batted around here. And it's the 9th batter to come up. Let's see if Don Nobert can help his own cause. Braves are already up 4. And the Reds haven't even gotten a bat yet. And they strike Don out to end the inning. But the Braves score 4. We go to the bottom of the first, 4-0. We got blasting game due up against Nobert. Here's the pitch to Don. And that is going to be a pop up the third, 1 out. Here's Vada Penson up now for the Reds. And he's going to get on the hit parade here. He's going to lace that ball in the right field for the first hit for the Reds. The runner on first, 1 out now for Gus Bell. And he says, ring the bell. He hits that ball deep in the right field, but not deep enough. May's got room out there, 2 down. Here comes Frank Robinson up now. 1 out, a runner on first. And he flies out to left field to Thomas. Now to end the inning. Reds leave 1. Trail 4-0. So we go to the top of the second. We got the top of the lineup due up here. They batted around in the first. We got May, McMillan, and Matthews. And Lee started the game off with a single. Let's see what he can do here in the second inning. And that's going to be a foul ball. That's going to be a walk. Yeah, he walks him with that W. So May's on it first. Here comes Roy back up. Roy's 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choices last time up. Here's the pitch to Roy. 32, and that's not going to be good. That ball is hit down the second. Blasting game tosses it over to Casco, who fires it over to Coleman for the 4-6-3 double play. Now we got 2 outs, nobody on for Matthews. And he's going to fly out the right field. Bell's got that. So the Braves go quietly in the second. We get to the bottom of the second. You got Coleman, Freeze, and Casco due up for the Reds. Here's the pitch to Gordon, Coleman, and that is going to be strike 1 on Coleman. And that ball is hit down to Matthews at third. He fires across the diamond to Adcock. 1 down here in the second. Here comes Freeze. And that ball's going to be hit down the short. Roy's got it. He fires over to Adcock. 2 up, 2 down here in the second. Here comes Eddie Casco up now. And that ball's going to be hit down the third also. That'll be an easy 1-2-3 inning for Nobert and the Braves as we go to the top of the third. Still 4-0. We got Aaron, Bolin, and Adcock due up for the Braves. Here's the pitch to Henry. And that ball's going to be hit down the blasting game at second. He tosses it over to Coleman. 1 down here in the third. Comes Frank Bolin. He's 1 for 1 today with an RBI. And that is ball 4 for Frank. Frank walks, trots on down the first. Brings up Joe Adcock here. The runner on and 1 out. And they strike Joe out. The second out here in the third inning. What's up, Frank Thomas? And Frank got a hold of this one. That ball is back, and going in the right center field. 2-run homer for Frank. And that makes it 6-0 Braves. Here comes Charlie up now. 2 out, nobody on. 2 in. And Charlie's going to keep on hitting here today. He wraps that single in the left field. And all of a sudden, Charlie finds the hit parade. He walked his first time up. Here comes Don Notebert. See if he can keep this inning alive. And no, he's not. He's going to hit that ball down the second. He'll toss it over the short way, the short. That'll end the inning. But the Braves add 2 on Joe Adcock's home run. As we go to the bottom of the third, 6-0 Braves. Here's the pitch to Smith. And that's going to be ball 4 to Smith. Walk. Not what you want to see here if your Braves up 6-0. Here comes Hunt up to bat. Are they going to let him bat? I guess they will. He's going to try to sacrifice Smith down the second. Well, he's not a bad hitting pitcher. He's hitting 300 on the year. He's got 3 hits at 10 at bats, so they're going to let old Ken hit. And it doesn't pay off. That ball is hit down to second. Over to Roy at short. And over to Adcock at first for the old 4-6-3 double play. Here's a blasting game up now with nobody on, 2 outs. And they strike out Don to end the inning. So we go to the top of the fourth. Still 6-0 Bravos. We got the top of the order due up here for the Braves. May, McMillan, and Matthews. Here's the pitch to Lee. And he's going to fly out the left field, 1 down here in the fourth. That brings up Mac. See what Roy can do here. Roy's 0 for 2 with fielder's choice, and then he grounded into the 4-6-3 double play. And he hits that ball down the second. Easy play for blasting game over to Coleman. 2 down. Alrighty, here's Eddie up now. And Eddie wraps that ball into left center for a base hit. And Penson's over to cut it off. Holds him to a single. It brings up Hank with 2 outs and a runner on. And Hank's 1 for 2 with an RBI. And they walk Henry. Henry trots on down the first. Matthews down the second. Frank Bolin can extend this inning, make him pay for walking Aaron here. We got first and second. 2 outs for Frank. Frank's 1 for 1 and a walk. And he's got an RBI. Let's see if he can drive in Matthews from second here. And they're going to walk Frank. Walk the bases loaded. And that might just be it. Ken. Let's see here. Got Adcock, who's homered against him. I think they're going to bring in somebody. Let's see here. Who they got in the bullpen that hasn't pitched in a while? See when the last time none pitched. Yeah, we'll bring in none. He hasn't pitched since the 7th. He's going to come in for Hunt. Short outing for him. Can't even go 4 full innings. And here's the pitch to Joe Adcock. 2 out, bases jammed. Nowhere to put him. All the ducks are on the pond waiting for Joe to bring them home. And 41, that's a line drive down the short to end the inning. On the short. Joe hit her hard, but right at Eddie for the 3rd out of the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 4th, still 6-0. Braves. We got Penson due up, followed by Bell and Robinson, the heart of the lineup. See what happens here in the 4th. And right away, that's a line drive back to the mound. Hunt's got it for the 1st out. Here comes Gus Bell. He says, ring the bell. What the hell? And that ball is hit out to left field. Frank's got room out there. It's 2 away. Here comes Frank Robinson up now. And he's going to hit that ball in foul territory. Charlie's got room behind the plate. He makes the catch after throwing the mask, and that is 3 up and 3 down for the Big Red Machine. We get to the top of the 5th. Still 6-0 Braves. We got Thomas, Lowe, and NOTTEBART due up for the Braves. Bottom part of the lineup. And Frank is going to single into left center. Base hit for Frank. He's 2 for 2 with a walk now. Brings up Charlie with a runner on. He's 1 for 1 with a walk today. See if he can keep this going. He's raised his batting average up to .091, folks. And that ball is popped up high to 3rd. Freeze calls everybody off. Makes the play, 1 down. Brings up Don. He walked his last time up, I believe. No, he hit into a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Don. 62. They strike him out. 2 down here in the 5th. Brings up the top of the order. May. Frank on it first. And he hits that ball down the 2nd. They go the short way over to Eddie at second base for the 4-6 putout, and that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 6-0 Braves. Coleman, Freeze, and Casco due up for the Reds. Here's the pitch to Gordon. And Gordon gets a hold of this ball off of NOTTEBART. And he drives that into the gap in right center for a 2-base hit. Ball goes to the wall. Aaron goes over and gets it. We got the lead runner in scoring position here. The bottom of the 5th. Here comes Freeze. Nobody out. And they strike him out. Gene goes down on strikes for the 1st out. That was a big out. That brings up Eddie Casco. 1 out now. And that is hit down the 3rd. He looks the runner back. No, he doesn't look the runner back. He fires over the 1st. Sorry, that ball's hit down the 1st. And he'll take it himself. That's why the runner advances. Sorry about that. Brings up Smith now with a runner on 3rd and 2 outs. And that ball is hit down the short. Max got that, fires over to Adcock to end the inning. Reds leave 1. We go to the 6th. Still 6-0 Braves. We got McMillan, Matthews, and Aaron due up here in the 6th. Here's the pitch to Mac. 43. That's a line drive back to the mound. And Nunn makes the catch. Here comes Eddie Matthews. And he fouls that ball. But no, he walks. Nunn's got the W quality also. So he walks Matthews, brings up Aaron. Not what you want to do if you're a Reds fan already down 6-0. Walk somebody to pitch to Aaron. And that ball is hit to center field. Penson's got that for the second out of the inning. And here's the pitch to Frank Bowen. And that ball's hit the right field. And Bell's got that to end the inning. The Braves leave one. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still 6-0. Have a pitch hitter here for Nunn. Then Blasingame and Penson will come up. Alrighty, let's see here. Well, Mr. Anderson. Pitch hit for Nunn. There's Harry. He'll come in the pitch hit. In the bottom of the 6th, nobody on. No outs, so lead off this inning. Here's the pitch to Anderson. And that is a foul ball, strike one. And that ball is hit down to Matthews at third. He has the ball. He fires over to Adcox. One out here in the 6th. Brings up Blasingame. Here's Don. And Don is going to get a single into center field here. Left center. As Aaron cuts it off. Holds him to a single. We got one runner on for Veda Penson. One down here in the 6th. And that ball is squared up by Penson. Well hit. And that ball is right on round out there in the right field corner. And Penson's got himself a triple, folks. And the Reds are on the board with one out here in the 6th. And now they got a runner on third. One out. Making a little noise here. Makes it a 6-1 ball game. Bell's up now. The Braves will play back. Give up a run for an out here. Up by 5. And that's a single over second in the right field. And all of a sudden now the Reds scored twice. And Bell's on at first with one out. They go out and talk to NOTTEBART, ask him if he's all right. They'll get the bullpen up. A little bit of action out there. Don't want this game getting out of hand here. It's now 6-2. Here's Frank Robinson. Braves looking to turn 2. And just what the doctor ordered. That ball's hit down the second. Over to Mac at short. And over to Adcock at first for the ending double play that ends the inning. The old 4-6-3. But the Reds do score 2 as we go to the top of the 7th. We got Adcock, Thomas, and Lowe up for the Braves. And here's the pitch to Joe. And who are we going to bring in here for the Reds? We're going to bring in J Hook. Let's see here. Either Hook or Bridges. Let's see. Got righty. So We'll bring in Hook. Hook will come in the pitch. The righty's coming up. Okay. Hey, Tim, how are you? All right, now we got 54, and that's going to be a fly ball to left. Sorry, a fly ball to right for the first out here in the 7th. He gets Adcock. Here comes Frank Thomas up now, the face Hook. And that ball is lined back to Hook. He makes the catch. Self-defense, 2 down. Here's Charlie. Charlie's 1 for 2. Let's see what he can do. Can he get another hit here? He hits that ball down the second. Blasting Game bobbles it, and Charlie's on with an error. That brings up NOTTEBART. We'll let him bat here. He's pitching a darn good game. 5 hits on and only 2 runs. Up by 4. Here's the pitch to Don. And he hits that ball down the short. He tosses it over to Blasting Game, covering at second to end the inning. We go to the 7th inning stretch, folks. Darn, I'll have to check it out, Tim. Hour and a half. Woo. All righty, here we go. In the bottom of the 7th, we got Coleman, Freeze, and Casco due up for the Reds. 54. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. May's got room out there to make the catch. Here comes Gene Freeze. And they strike Gene out. Might be his second strikeout. Yes, it is. He struck out in the 5th. Here comes Eddie Casco. And that ball's hit in the left field. Frank Thomas drifts back. Makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 inning. Easy inning for the Braves. So now we go to the 8th. Top of the order. Due up May, McMillan, and Matthews to face the Hook. And that ball is driven in the right field, but Gus drifts back and makes the catch at the track. 1 down. Here comes Mac. Mac's 0 for 4. Let's see if he can get off the snide here. No, he's not. He drives that ball in the center field, but Pinson drifts back, makes the catch at the track. That's 2 outs here. And here comes Mr. Matthews. Can Eddie keep this inning going? And no, he can. He hits that ball down the Blasting Game. He fires it over to first. 3 up and 3 down inning. Easy inning for the Hook. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We'll have Smith, pitch hitter for Hook, and Blasting Game up. Here's Smith. And Smith gets a hold of this off of NOTTEBART. Yeah, this really isn't PC. This is Apba. Just me putting in the results in the digital diamond to keep the stats. But yeah, it's a project. I hear you. I'm sorry to hear you're only going to do every 3rd game. I was enjoying it, Tim. You're almost got her, but you only got like 40 games left, don't you? 25. That ball is deep. That ball is back. And May looks up and watches that go over the right field fence. Home run, Smith. And all of a sudden, the lead is cut in half. It's 6-3. We got a pitch hitter for the Hook. think they want to bring in Jerry in yet, a lefty. Save him for something. We will bring in Howe here. Bevan. He'll come in the pitch hit for the hook. There's Howe. Alrighty, here's the pitch to Bevan. And that ball's hit down to Matthews at third. Easy play for Matthews. He fires over the Adcock. Gotcha. Yep. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Alrighty, so we got one down now for Blasingame. And that is going to be ball one. And that ball is lined right back to Don. He puts the glove up to save his life and makes the catch. Comes Penson. And same thing. They're trying to get rid of Don one way or the other. It's a line drive right back at him again. And that'll end in. But the Reds score one on the home run by Smith. Make it 6-3 Braves as we go to the top of the ninth. We got Aaron due up, followed by Bowen and then Joe Adcock. And who are we going to bring in here for the Reds? We're going to bring Bridges in, or are we going to bring in Bronson? I guess we'll bring Bronson in, the right-hander. All righty. Here's Bronson, the pitch to Aaron. And he gets him to ground that ball down the third. Easy play for Eddie. He fires over to Coleman. One down here in the ninth. Here's Frank Bowen. Frank's having a pretty darn good game here. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI, and he's walked twice. And this time he hits that ball down the freeze at third. He fires across to Coleman, 2 outs. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yep. Here's Joe Adcock. And he hits that ball down the freeze. Easy 1-2-3 inning for the Reds. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. And it's 6-3, the Braves. I got Bell, Robinson, and Coleman due up. We're going to bring in McKenzie, the lefty, to come in the pitch here. You got Bell, a lefty, then Robinson, a righty, and then Coleman, a lefty. So let Mac come in here and try to close this game out. Oakbrook's pitched a good 8 innings. Let's see what happens here. There's Ken. See if Ken can get the last 3 outs, close out this game, get the Braves back to 500. Like I say, he'll be facing Bell, Robinson, and Coleman, the heart of the lineup for the Reds. Here's the pitch to Gus. And Gus lines that ball right back to Ken. And he catches it for out number 1. That's 3 line outs to the pitcher in a row, if I remember right. Let's look here at the scorecard. I believe it is. Go to the scorecard here. I think the last 3 outs have all been line outs. Yep, line out, and line out. Sure. Wearing them out, trying to hurt these pitchers. Here's Frank Robinson. And he's not going to line out, that's for sure. He's going to hit that ball in the left field for a single. On the first pitch, he's going to steal second on a 1-strike pitch to Coleman. We got 1 out and a runner on second for Coleman. Frank steals second. Here's the pitch to Freeze. 1 strike on him. And he hits that ball down to second. That'll get Frank over to third. So we got a runner on third, 2 outs for Eddie. Can he keep this game going for the Reds down to the last out? He sure can. He singles in the left. And all of a sudden now it's a 6-4 game. Brings up Smith, who's already homered today. Can he go back to back? Oh, that was Freeze that was up. Let's relook at this. Freeze, let's go back. Got the cards mixed up. Undo. Undo. Coleman and then Freeze. And that was a 33. That's a 6 with a runner on third. That's a double in the... No, runner on third. That ball is deep. That ball is gone, folks. That's a home run. Freeze hits a home run here. To right left field. Sure. What a goof by me. All of a sudden now it's a 6-5 game with Eddie up now. Sure. Alrighty. Nobody on. 2 outs. 6-5, folks. Here comes Casco up. Are we going to go to the bullpen and bring in a righty? I believe so. That'll be it for Mac. He can't get the job done. We'll bring in McMahon will come in. Let's see if he can get the final out here. Where's he at? There's Don. Alrighty, here's Eddie. Nobody on, 2 outs. Can he keep this game going for the Reds? And he most certainly can. He singles in the right. Braves are having a heck of a time trying to get this last out, folks. And this will bring up Smith, who's homered in this game. Here's the pitch to Smith with a runner on. And that's a wild pitch, folks. Sure. Runner down the second. Runner in scoring position now. And that ball is hit down the short. Roy's got it to end this game. But the Reds made a comeback, just falls short. And that's your ball game, folks. 6-5. Braves. Let's score 2 with that home run in the 9th. Let's take a look at the box score. And the line, 6 runs on 8 hits and no errors for the Braves. 5 runs on 9 hits and an error for the Reds. You had Matthews was 2 for 4. Frank Thomas was 2 for 3. And you had Frank with 3 RBIs. Nice game for Frank. That's for sure. With the home run. And the Reds, you had Penson was 2 for 4. And everybody else had some hits. The only one that didn't get a hit was the pitcher. Everybody else got at least one hit. And the big home run by Freeze made it a heck of an exciting 9th inning. Nottebart gets the win. 8 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, walked 1, struck out 3. And poor Hunt gets the loss. He didn't pitch well at all. 3 2/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, walked 6, struck out 2, and gave up the big home run, folks. Let's do some fast play here in the National League. Let's travel up to Chicago. You have a good one, Tim. Let's travel up to Chicago and see the Cardinals take on the Cubbies. And the Cardinals crushed the Cubs. 15 runs on 19 hits and no errors. The Cubs score 5 on 8 hits and 1 error. Stan the Man was 2 for 5 with a home run and 4 RBIs, folks. Let's travel over to Philly and watch the battle of the Pennsylvania state. You got the Pirates taking on the Phillies in Philadelphia, IA. You got Pirates coming to town. Let's see what they can do. And the Pirates crushed the Phils. 7 runs on 11 hits and no errors. Phillies no runs, just 2 hits and 2 errors. And the last game here on May 20th is the Dodgers traveling to San Francisco to take on the Giants. The Battle of California. And the Giants win. Dodgers 4 runs on 8 hits and no errors. The Giants 9 runs on 12 hits and 2 errors. Take a look at the standings here, folks. After May 20th in the National League. You got the Big Red Machine, 2 games up on the Cubs, 2.5 games up on the Cardinals, 3 games up on the Giants. The Braves get back to 500. They're 4.5 games back. Pirates are 6 games back. Dodgers are now 7 games back. And the Lonely Fields are 11 games back. I want to thank Tim for stopping by here. Check out his channel. Like he said, he's doing the 2007 Cleveland Indians replay. He just got done game 123. Check out that nice channel in those games. And if you're new to the channel here, hit that subscribe button, folks. And on your way out, hit that like button. Let me know what you're thinking here. Leave some comments. And until next time, folks, y'all take care. Have a great day.